I always laugh whenever I hear this because of my exposure. Before I come to this, let me say this. I've seen a lot of innovative products outside the shores of this country, of which it is written on it, made in Ghana. So those innovative products are available in other markets, produced here, but you can't see them here.
Those saying.
Always that is the question. So for our context of developing country, normally in the context of business, they define innovative to include certain things. That includes the process of adoption and possibly modification of products and technologies that have been first developed elsewhere. So you talk about people, everybody going to Momo, everybody going to ECG vendor and so on and so forth. Yes, because it still comes back to what we call unsophisticated market. You talked about not citing our own theories that we have into our own context. I agree with you. For instance, last Thursday when we were here with Commercial Hive, Priscilla gave a definition that she would prefer that somebody who is going for what we call attachment will be attached to her own mother who has a shop in KGTR and develop the record system, accounting system for them. Because if you study Francoud, which was developed in UK for your accounting system, you should be able to apply it to your mother's market right here at Kumasi KGTR. Instead of you to look for farm work or look for something agrochemical company for you to do attachment there. So the question is that we need some form of shifting of ideas about the problems being situated within our own context in Ghana, and that one I agree perfectly with you. We also have what we call resistance to change. That is one of the reasons why we have
resistance to change. Yeah. I like that bit.
Because there's some kind of fear of change. Fear of change actually engulf a lot of Ghanaians. So we always stay in what we call our comfort zone. That is where initially I define it as innovation is fully activated when a man is at the point of survival. So when we are at the point of survival, then innovation will kick in. Remember, before all these changes in economies, man was living, as we all know, and then you have to innovate in order for you to survive. So innovation is actually part of man, but unless you are at the point of survival or push greatly before you'll be able to do that. So we also do have what we call, we have the lack of innovation culture. I agree with that perfectly. That one is necessitated by certain rules and regulations. For instance, if you come out with certain innovative ideas, the question is that you are supposed to meet certain standards. And those standards, because the person who is going to judge that standard is not privy to the innovative ideas that you have, might kill your innovation. Because you need to go for certain licenses, you need to go for certain approval, and so on and so forth. So if you don't have that kind of standardization, if you don't have that kind of standardization, then it becomes difficult because the person who's supposed to approve your innovative ideas for it to be a business model to come to the market doesn't have that.
So at this part,
I wanted Dept to help me on this one.
All right.
You know, at certain point, we are told to abandon our research topics because of lack of literature. I don't know whether it happened. You've done that to your student before.
No,
because that has happened to me before, where you are supposed to abandon your research topic for want of literature, because at a point you review literature, and even with the empirical review and the likes, if you don't have, then you are likely to be struggling. So then the supervisor will just...
We always want the cheap and the simplest way out.
I have issues with that, because you see, that kills innovation.
Yes.
I don't know whether you get where I'm coming from.
Because research is linked to innovation.
Yes.
The outcomes of research actually leads to innovation.
Yes.
So for instance, when a student comes to me and then whatever you want to do lack basis of existing literature to support you, I say, hooray, that's a breakthrough area.
Yeah.
Nobody has looked at it.
Exactly.
So let's go and look at it and look at what we can do.
That's why I say cheap and easy way out. That's what we always look out for. We don't want the tough things. But Doc, having said all that you've said so far,